Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a really good day today. And I decided to continue more with this cottage living gameplay. Now, I had a little bit of a problem with this. When I went back, I realized that my mic was not working at all. So I'm going to dub in a little bit with my voice and just tell you what's going on at some of these places and hopefully recreate what I was talking about in the first place. So thanks for bearing with me, and I hope you guys like this series. So I think what I'm going to do here is add a couple of more beehives to add more income to our farm with the honey and the beeswax. And hopefully she'll get stung as little as possible during this process as she bonds with the bees. But the bees are like some of the other animals here where we have to have a fairly good relationship with them to get a maximum amount of product and as well as keeping them happy, of course. Our oversized crops are looking a little bit sparse. We only have one plot right now that's growing, so I'm going to go ahead and grow more of the oversized crops. They make really good items for making the animal treats as well as some canning. So, not a bad idea for me to try to get the rest of this plot taken care of. Death is no stranger to our farm. If you've watched any of this series in the past, you can know that Grim comes quite often, as I do not have aging off on pets now, or pets, farm animals, pets, anything. So my pets can pass away, and this is against my better judgment because I normally do not age my pets. They live with my Sims forever. And it's just because losing pets in real life sucks, and losing my pets, I wish I didn't have to go through that. But so in a game, I don't have to go through that usually. But I left it on not so much as a challenge for this, but to make it just a tad harder because when you enter animals into the fair, they have to have a high relationship as well as be very happy. That's the best way to push yourself to winning. So having this life cycle for the animals does make it a little bit more challenging in regards to that. But I hate losing them. I hate seeing them go. But at least Grim pets them before they return to the Nether. So I think that I'm going to go ahead and purchase a nectar maker and start making nectar. Nectar is part of the horse ranch pack. So if you do not have that pack, you won't be able to do this. But I've discovered that it's actually a very, very easy way to make some simoleons. I shouldn't say quickly, but in the long run, like more money. So basically, we'll make our nectar and then sell it at the mercantile in Appaloosa Plains, which is in the horse ranch expansion world. And when we sell it to that gentleman at the mercantile, he A, pays us more money, And sometimes you can get upward of 10,000 simoleons for a bottle of finely aged nectar. So it's definitely worth it, especially if you don't want to use mods or cheats in your game. This is a really good way to make some extra money. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that as well, because one of our goals is to have $500,000 worth of farm and everything in it. Altogether, $500,000. That's our target. So being able to sell some of these nectars for a large price will help us definitely. So we're going to go ahead and try to do that. Make sure you clean your nectar maker as well, because I don't know if it negatively affects the nectar or not. I've never looked it up, but like, would you want to drink wine that was stomped with dirty feet? Probably not. So yeah, definitely clean your nectar maker. My sim definitely is not hurting for money at this point. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is actually make this basement pretty. It's been drab for so long, and it's got the cement floor and the unfinished walls. So I think it's about time that I actually go ahead and make this space look a little bit prettier. So I think I'm going to stick to the cottage theme slash horse ranch theme of decorating, and maybe put up a few nice paintings on the walls. Maybe not plants, because, well, she's got a ton of indoor plants anyway. But we'll definitely make it much nicer than it has looked in the past. I mean, we have the money, we might as well spend it and make this place a little bit prettier. There, I think that looks much better than it has in the past, and maybe now she won't get the negative decoration moodlet when she goes downstairs. So hopefully that debuff will go away, and she'll enjoy the basement just a tiny bit more. The Llama Fair is right around the corner. It is coming up on Saturday, and we are obviously going to enter Diamond, our llama, and as well as some llama wool. Now, I have one in the past for the wool, but I think I'm going to go ahead and enter anyways, um, because I have this rainbow treat. Rainbow treats are made by giving your hens specific colored treats. So you get specific colored eggs. Then you take those eggs and you make a rainbow treat for them. And usually it's considered a rare quality item. So it does relatively well at the Finchwick Fair. So even though I've won, I'm going to go ahead and enter more wool anyways. And besides, I just think the llama looks so pretty when you give them the rainbow treat. I mean, he looks fantastic, and I think the judge would agree with me. But yeah, we definitely want to see if we can get a first place ribbon with our llama, as we do not have that ribbon yet. I want to bring your attention to our money tree that we have planted here on our farm. Now, I am not using mods or cheats, but I did obtain a money tree um, seed via the Finchwick Fair. I went to Agatha's stand and she had one available for sale. So we purchased it. It was 8,000 simoleons. And I brought it back and planted it on my farm just to get some extra money, of course, because, like I said, we have that $500,000 goal to hit, and we want to make sure that we use everything that can be available to us. So I have not seen the money tree seed before at Agatha's stand, but it is definitely there. So if you don't play with mods or cheats, it's worth checking out Agatha's stand during the Finchwick Fair to see if she has one for sale, because normally she will have more rare items for sale on those days. And it's definitely worth checking out, even if don't have a farm or you don't necessarily play with the cheats or mods. Another good way to get some money. Right now, our sim is in the chicken coop pen, and she is socializing with one of the newer hens, one of the chicks we raised. And the chicken fair is coming in soon for our farm. So we definitely want to make sure that we have a good relationship, at least with one of our chickens, so we can enter them in the fair and give us the best chance of winning. So she gave our hen a friendly treat, which you can make in the kitchen. And once you give them the friendly treat, your social interaction is boosted. So you're able to get a higher relationship much faster than you would if you would just, normally socialize with the animal. So that's what she's doing. And also, apparently, we have two foxes that are having an argument next to us. So that's what that noise is. And also, if you've never heard a fox, it sounds like a woman dying. It's a scream that's just, it's like nothing else you've ever heard before. And if you don't believe me, look it up. Seriously, it's really creepy. So hopefully our foxes will just move along here and we can continue with socializing with our hen. It is the Llama Fair Day, and we are going to go ahead and enter Diamond into the llama competition as well as our rainbow colored wool. Again, we don't need a ribbon for the wool, but we do need a first place ribbon in the llama competition to add another check mark off our list of goals that we have for this particular series. So, also, we want to sell our items as well because that is our farm income as we inch closer towards that 500,000 simoleon goal. And hopefully, we can get the llama ribbon today, though. That's really what my main focus is. So I'm going to cross my fingers and hope for the best. All right, we are done selling what we want to sell here at Kim's stand. I did try Agatha's stand, but she was closed already, so I couldn't go over there and sell stuff to her. And I couldn't see if she had any rare items, which makes me very sad. But that's okay. There's always next week. I can try to be a little bit more diligent in getting that stuff done first and then everything else done later. I was too busy paying attention to our llama. But our main sources of income here are the dragon fruit, of course, and the canned goods. They give us quite a bit of money. And the dragon fruit, especially if you have a very good plant that you've evolved, you will definitely see the gains from the dragon fruit once you get a better quality plant. And I lucked out. I got the dragon fruit from the prairie grass when we first started, so I was able to start a plant quickly and kind of snowball that into several plants, which gives me a pretty decent income when I come to the fair and sell my goods. So, it's definitely a good investment if you can get a dragon fruit at some point and plant it. They're a really good return on money. Also, the canning is good, but I feel like I don't have a ton of time with canning because she's so busy doing everything else on the farm. I've considered getting a gardener, but I'm not quite sure if that's the route I want to take yet. Anyways, we did pretty good, 39,000 simoleons for our farm and inching closer to our goal, target money, which is always a great thing. The fair has now concluded, and it looks like we have won first place in the wool competition again. I mean, why not? Because it's rainbow wool. Who wouldn't want to give that first place? Just my opinion. And it looks like we also won first place for our llama. Yay. So that's another check mark off our list that we now have won the actual llama competition. We did bring Diamond into this in a happy mood, as well as, clean and well fed and just very happy. So that is definitely a way to win with the animals, is to make sure you have the good relationship, that they're fed and well cared for, and of course happy. And then you can get your first place ribbon in theory. Of course, having a relationship with the mayor is always a top priority as well. You want to make sure that you have as high as reputation with her as possible. So give yourself the best advantage. If there's any more tips that anybody has for the fair, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear them. I've done quite a bit of research on winning the fair, but still sometimes it feels like it just kind of gives you what it wants to give you at the end of the day. So anyways, let me know if you've got any cool tips or tricks for it. I'd love to hear it. Up next is the chicken fair. So we're going to definitely want to focus on our chickens next, make sure we have healthy, happy chickens going into the competition, as well as probably a rainbow egg. We'll try that for the chicken fair and see if we can succeed. That is where we'll conclude this episode of our cottage farm series for The Sims 4. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed your time here. Please like if you did like the video, and leave a comment if you'd like to as well. It all helps me continue my dream of being a Sims 4 content creator. So once again, thank you. Have a great rest of your day. I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.